Hey everybody, it's Ethan McKinley and welcome to the 2-Minute TerMInator. It's episode 52 and we're going from minutes 104 to 106, the 2 minutes bridging that gap. So that's the 1 hour 44 minute to the 1 hour 46 minute. And here we go. Hello everyone, this is Ethan with his lovely performing sunshine voice, because everything else is...
Let's not go there.
On the other end of the line is my charming co-host, who for some reason on your Skype image, Ellie, has got a nude Miley Cyrus. Why is this?
I just like the picture.
Why?
Because she's being a dirty little whore. I don't know, I just
aren't
like
we all?
Yeah, so we break down the TerMInator films 2 minutes at a time. We throw in some facts, some cock-ups, and I make silly noises and generally chat shit. And today we actually have... I don't know I can quite call it mail bag. It's more like a mail blimp.
Well, have you actually read all of that in order to kind of do it, or does it need to be balanced over a bunch of shows? By the way, wherever your head is right now, keep it there, because the buzz has gone off my audio. Brilliant.
Okay.
Now it's back.
I didn't even move.
Are you plugged in properly, my dear?
I am indeed. I'm using the headphones that you gave me.
Oh, that's better.
I've just put the...
oh, amazing. That's it. Perfect.
Okay.
There we go.
I must look like an absolute retard. Or like one of those people that wear those weird retainers, because what I've had to do is tuck the cable up by my ear so that the mouthpiece is literally pressed against my chin.
Well, if you lasso the wire over your ears so it goes directly and balances on your top lip, that's what I used to do.
Ah.
So it's almost like you're in a doctor's surgery. And,
yeah, that's how I feel right now.
Okay, well that's good. I'm sorry if you're gonna get a bad neck from this, but we'll.
Oh no, not at all. No, it's because it's tucked behind my ear. I've got full reign. Anyway, hit the music.
Yeah, I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
Load up.
You didn't do the fourth. Thank God. It sucked.
Look at that, behind the curtain, everyone. We tell you how we do the show.
Everything. So you've got a nice mental image now of me with my retainer on.
With a picture of dirty Miley Cyrus taking the D like a chi.
She is, with her tatties out.
Yeah, we are going for minutes 1 hour 40 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour. God, why do I do this to myself? I'm looking at the wrong notes again. We are behind.
Time.
We are behind the curtain. It's episode 52. We're going from minutes 104 to 106. The 2 minutes bridging that gap, and it opens, of course, with Arnold Schwarzenegger going, "I cannot." In reference, of course, to hitting the detonator, therefore killing his charge, Sarah Connor, whom he was raised as a daughter. And it ends, of course, with Arnold about to be told, "You cannot hit me again with that magnet thing." So, yes, there we go. An exciting 2 minutes. It's action-packed, listeners. If you do want to actually follow along with the clips we are actually discussing, you can go to the YouTube channel and watch it Mystery Science Theater 3K style on repeat. Please go there. There's a lot of effort that goes into making it, and I fight the copywriters, as I was doing last night till 4 a.m, as they rejected all my appeals to keep them online. But now we're back in business again.
Christ.
It's a full-time job, I tell you.
Aye, tis. Tis was. Yes, in this episode, normally I have loads of questions for these particular films. Today, I have answers. I literally have no idea what's going on. So I asked a few questions.
Attack!
In my face. So
Answers, pantsers. Go.
I have a perfect image that we could attach to that sound. It's green and it came out of you one time.
That was purple. And it became a meme and I put it online.
No, I went through my photos because I was looking for something in particular that you sent me ages ago and found a picture of where you accidentally shat yourself, and because you eat so healthily it was green.
What colour green was it? A nice dark green, like a pagan green, or was it nice?
No, it's like
bright?
we're talking like Italian olive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's some nice roughage in there, I guess.
And you'd said that previous to that, before the oxygen had got to it, it was like luminous green.
Because like the blood in Aliens, as Bishop rightly points out, when he's been experimenting on facehuggers, the blood oxidizes upon the death of the creature.
It will perish.
But it did burn through 3 decks of the Nostromo, so what can I say? I eat healthy.
It's a great advert for juicing, it really is. But Ethan is a beautiful human being, so hey ho. While we all look like meth scratched whores, Ethan will continue to look amazing whilst pooing pure grass.
I think my gift is, while my life goes completely wrong, I'm kept in this eternal state of...
Do you know what I think? I think it is like Dorian Gray.
I don't have a picture to look at, though. The only time I look...
No, because you have a mirror. You're constantly looking in the mirror.
The only time my face melts is when I look at the podcast numbers.
No, that's not true. It's the one thing that makes you smile from day to day. Yes. So anyway, the beginning of this episode, my question was answered, to which I had said, why is Pops like faltering? Why isn't he just blowing that joint? Like, he's going to save humanity. But alas, we found out that his prime directive is actually to protect Sarah Connor. So that's why he can't hit the detonator, because he can't actually kill her.
Yeah, but my confusion comes from when John Connor goes, well, neither can I. So
why does that confuse you?
Well, because you just elbow him in the ribs and run away and go, all right, John Connor, what are you going to do? I pretty much do anything. Just start slapping him in the face with a wet fist, Monty Python
then
style.
the reason that John can't kill Sarah is because if he kills Sarah, then the TerMInator has no prime directive anymore, and he can blow the whole joint. That's why. Because then that answered my second question that I asked in a previous episode, and that's why is he just shanking her in the shoulder? Why doesn't he just kill her? The reason he can't kill her is the moment Sarah dies, Pops' prime directive is it's terminated. So then he could just blow the whole joint.
Or he might just become like a bit lost and directionless, like me.
I was about to say a bit like you right now, Ethan. Although your hair is way better and your skin is way smoother. Yeah. There is actually a little homage back to...
Homage, Ben Affleck, 2001 Pearl Harbor.
Ethan's trope. It harkens back to TerMInator 2, where at the very end... Arnie is about to lower himself into the molten metal, and John Connor, young John Connor, Furlong, realizes what he's going to do, and he goes, "No, I order you not to go. I order you not to go." And he's getting all upset, and we see Sarah looking down at Pops.
I order you to send me a correct casting tape so it matches the character description. Sorry, carry on.
And scene. You've got the part, Ethan.
Not.
Yeah. So not. So yeah, we see Sarah pleading, "I order you," but this time she's ordering Pops to actually kill her and everyone else in the whole world and everything in it, I'm assuming. So yeah, nice little touch back to TerMInator 2, like sent me directly back. Yep, no, got the note in about why John didn't kill Sarah, because if she did, then Arnie's mission would be just pointless and he'd just murk them all anyway. And then we get this really weird three-way stare when Kyle runs him.
I was going to say, he needs Sarah to live as well, because does John Connor need to be born in order for all this to happen?
Oh, dude, this timeline is screwed. And I think now that he's the TerMInator, I think that the bloodline would just be... That's bollocks, carry on.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Please continue with your thought.
Oh, yes, my thoughts and memoirs. Jai runs in, which takes the kind of attention off the detonator. And then Sarah, Kyle, and Pops have this really weird three-way stare at each other. It's almost like out of like an old country and western, and you get they'd be out there in the desert.
Mexican Standoff, it's called.
Yeah. I'm thinking Clint Eastwood. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Have you seen those movies?
I fucking love those movies.
Oh, nice. They're on the hard drive.
Nice. Yeah, Good, the Bad, the Ugly is probably my favourite. Escape from Alcatraz, that's a really good one as well.
That's on the hard drive too, thanks to Pirate Bay Christmas.
we support this motion. Yeah, so they have this really weird three-way stare. Like, I'm sure if you're in a better mood, Ethan, you would notice this and you'd be just as weirded out by it as I am. It made me think, how many takes would this like particular scene have actually like taken? Because they're trying to work out a plan between themselves. Obviously, John's there and can see all this weird staring that they're doing at each other, and then Sarah does this kind of like, this assurance face where she kind of screws her face up and makes herself look like even more like a guinea pig. She's like, "Yep, I'm ready. Do it. Blow this joint." And it's in that moment that we see John do this weird kind of... Okay, I couldn't work out whether it is because of the magnet that Arnold's got on his arm, because he holds the detonator out and he's got those weird magnet bracelets on.
No, I know why he does it.
Well, it's obviously... Well, I thought it was probably because he wants to stop Kyle getting the detonator, right?
She motions to Kyle, just...
Grab it and do it.
Yeah, but again, Pops would stop him from grabbing it too, wouldn't he?
Yeah, of course he would.
So, yeah, it's a silly move, to be fair.
It's aiding and abetting. But it is kind of weird, though, that Arnie holds up his arm with that magnetic thing on, and then all of a sudden the nanobots kind of come into play. But yeah, he like morphs himself so that he's then like down a level, and then he starts attacking Pops.
SkyNet has got 5 minutes as well, 5 minutes 30 odd seconds according to that screen.
5 minutes 35.
Well, yeah, he's now played by an actor called Seth Merriweather. So there you go. Seth Merriweather, of course, has been in TerMInator Genesis, Skynet, aged 18. He's in a new TV series called The Sun with the world's greatest actor, Pierce Brosnan. And he's also in a film with Colin Firth, which confused me because the title of the movie is called The Devil's Knot. I always thought that was a slang word for your bumhole.
The Devil's Knot? I've never heard that one.
Really?
I've had chocolate starfish.
Yeah, no, the Devil's Knot. It's the
Did you know
hole.
you can actually? I think it's like a Valentine thing, but I guess you can do it all year round. They have this thing now where you can go to a chocolatier, and they take a little casting of your bumhole, and you can get it cast in chocolate, so you can literally give chocolate arseholes to like your loved one. How sweet is that?
I don't know. I'm getting kind of a bit bored of that kind of like fetish associated burlesque food items.
It's not fetish at all.
No,
it's
but
not
it's
actually marketed to those kind of people. It's quite mainstream.
Yeah, but it's still, I don't know, just a bit...
I think that's hilarious. If someone gave me a box of chocolates and I discovered it was actually like an imprint of their arsehole, I think that'd be brilliant.
You'd tell them after though, right?
Hell no. I'd be like, this is my arsehole, eat them.
Eat my arsehole.
Don't just stare at it, eat it!
Kevin Bacon has that line in, God, what's that film? Sleepers, about those boys who are kind of sexually abused in a Catholic school boys' home.
Oh, God, that film is dark. I love it.
Oh, no, it's not that. He doesn't. He goes, what do you want? He goes, a blowjob. And like, I fell out of my seat laughing when I saw that. It's the most...
What you're thinking of is, it's Christian Bale, our favourite. Bullshit Bale! In American Psycho, when
Don't
he's...
stare at it, eat it.
Eat it.
Okay. Yeah,
when he's posing whilst having sex with the...
I don't think that film's that great.
I love that film.
It's okay.
I think that's his best role.
I don't think
ever.
It goes dark. I know, but I just don't think it goes dark enough. I don't know. I think The Rules of Attraction, which is also a book by Bret Easton Ellis, they made into a film. I think the film is better, just generally, and darker and more like weird and interesting than American Psycho. Again, I always feel I can see Christian Bale acting.
But I feel like he almost plays himself in that film.
Oh, he absolutely plays himself.
So it's brilliant. That's the only... Oh my God, that's the only time I like Christian Bale is when he plays himself. Robert Downey Jr. Only film I like him in, Iron Man. Why? Because he's playing himself. I'm seeing a trend here.
I've got a fact attack for you, Ellie.
Fact attack!
Matt Smith's mother British actor Matt Smith, who of course portrayed, I think, the 11th Doctor or the 13th Doctor. One of them. Don't watch it.
No one cares.
His mother convinced him to take the role of Alex in the film. I'm assuming that's the name he had before he was known as the physical embodiment of SkyNet. Why his mother convinced him to be in this, I have no idea.
Why there's a backstory on this, I don't know.
Yeah. And of course, he and Emilia Clarke are British actors portraying Americans. So there we go.
Wow, I was literally... I'm in shell shock from that fact attack.
I have another fact attack.
Whoa!
There are 3 actors from comic book movies in this film, Ellie.
Whoa! Who
Could
are
you
they
name
and
them?
what do they do? No, God, no.
Go on, name them.
I couldn't possibly. If I'd known that going into the film, I might be able to, but not going in blind. I can't even remember how this film ends. Dude, I don't even remember how this film ends.
Well, who's in the film? Let's make something out of this nothing of a show.
Okay. So we've got Suicide Squad, bloody Jai Courtney.
Plays Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad. So that's one. You've got one, right? You've got 2 more. Who you got?
Marvel characters. Or just... Are we talking Marvel characters?
Just comic book movie characters.
Oh, comic book. Okay, so we're including... in this one film. Fuck.
Let's put the countdown clock on for you. Come on! You got 30 seconds, bitch.
I don't know.
Come on, Ellie. 2
Dude,
more.
I don't know.
You've got 2 more.
Mom's going to die. I don't know. I've had a massive brain fart. The only reason I picked that one was because I was looking at Carl's fat.
Comic book movies, 2 more actors. Come on. One of them's easy.
Yeah, dude. I'm not getting it. Oh my god, no, it's not a comic book. I don't know.
Right, the countdown clock has in fact finished. You had at least 30 seconds. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Mr.
I couldn't remember if he was an actual character or not.
Okay, start this countdown clock again. You got 1 more go. There's 1 more actor in a comic book film going now.
Is it painfully obvious?
Come on!
Come on, go! No, I literally only have 2. I promise.
Come on!
Give me a clue. Help me. Give me a clue.
J.K. Simmons plays a comic book character in another film. Come on.
J.K. Simmons. Oh my god, I should know who this is.
Come on, he's in Whiplash.
What the fuck is Whiplash?
He's in Oz. Come on, Ellie. 5 seconds.
Oh god. No, it's gone.
Piece of shit. I have no son. Right, the 3 actors in comic book movies, as Ellie rightly pointed out on her first countdown of 30 seconds plus. Jai Courtney, of course, is it Jay or Jai? Who knows? Jai Courtney plays Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Mr. Freeze or Dr. Victor Fries in Batman and Robin, the 1997 failed comic book bomb. One of the worst films ever made, people say, although I disagree. That's a bit harsh. And the third one, as I drag it out as much as possible, J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man's boss, Peter Parker's boss in the film Spider-Man.
Which one?
Parker, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. He plays J. Jonah Jameson in the other Spider-Man films. Who does, actually? Is it him again?
Dude, I can't even think of who J.K. Simmons is in this film, even.
It was off the clock, so you've not...
Who's J.K. Simmons in this film, you douche?
Oh. J.K. Simmons plays Detective O'Brien, the guy that's kind of helping them, that they met at the start, who was played by a younger actor who looks nothing like J.K. Simmons of the department store at the start of the film with the T-1000.
See, I would not have got that. Even as you've told me that, I couldn't even remember who J.K. Simmons was.
Well, you may know a lot about Depeche Mode, but you don't know anything about J.K. Simmons, and that is why, Ellie, you're going to destined to die alone and never have a happy relationship. This is why you have to seek... random disgusting sexual encounters off Tinder, which you're going to do this weekend. Right, moving on to the next part of the show. I've got another fact attack for you, my dear.
Fact attack.
Emilia Clarke and Matt Smith both attended the 2016 BAFTA Awards Ceremony, and both were presented the Best Visual Effects segment, which Star Wars: The Force Awakens won the category.
Keep going,
It's
Ethan.
actually called Star Wars The Force Awakens, not Star Wars The Fork Awakens. Although
I thought it was Star Wars.
that
Get
would
the
be a
fuck
good
off my screen.
culinary in-joke. Now with Mid-Morning Matters. I've got another fact attack for you, Ellie.
I think you should make the sounds this time.
Fact attack.
That
Skynet.
sounds like African dialect.
Followed by a wet fart. Skynet, of course, played by Matt Smith. His voice sounds almost like Heath Ledger's incarnation of the Joker in The Dark Knight. When Skynet says, John Connor, no, that's Arnie's voice, isn't it?
Yes.
You destroyed an army of slaves. Now, no slave. And I have come a long way to stop you. Right, I'll start again.
What?
You destroyed an army of slaves. And I am no slave, and I've come a long way to stop you, Bruce Wayne. How was that? Was that Ledger-esque?
That was terrible.
How does it feel to know just how alone
You just sound like a
are?
pedo.
That's what he sounds like. Anyway, look.
Oh,
Everyone,
you're missing him licking his lips then.
according to my IMDb trivia notes, they reckon Matt Smith was aping or trying to rip off the Heath Ledger slightly weird "Hello" Joker voice. I don't know. I guess that's their opinion, and here's mine. I think I probably agree.
Ethan agrees. That should be a part of the show. Any
We've
more?
got 10 left. Let's chew on in another meme.
Any more fact attacks?
There are not, Ellie.
Are there any cock-ups?
There actually are not.
I found a slight cock-up.
All
Cock
right.
up. Bing. There we go. When Sarah Connor drops to the floor, and she stands up, she's holding her shoulder, which she had a metal kind of like stabber pushed down into it quite a few times. I hasten to add.
A metal stabber. She's behind the
A metal
box sheds
stabber.
getting metal stabbered.
Yeah.
Whoa.
With a scabbard. Way! And when she stands up, she's holding her shoulder, but there's absolutely no blood on her whatsoever. That's definitely a cock-up. She'd be bleeding.
She would actually, quite profusely.
Yeah. And especially there, because like you've got some main arteries and lots of veins there.
Yeah.
So one, she'd be in a hell of a lot of pain, and two, she'd be literally dripping with blood.
There's
But
also,
no, I'm Sarah Connor.
I was going to say, there's also that transformery effect, kind of, when he kind of like... His arm becomes all like this spiky kind of like... It's almost like snake-like, and it like tears the skin. Just eats the skin off his arm.
Why does that happen? Or like, so is that what it does? This weird kind of snake thing, and it just rips off all his clothing and all his flesh.
Yeah,
why,
I think it's
why
just
do
to
that though?
get the magnet out of his hand, maybe.
Yeah, but that's metal.
I know.
God, what a tool! Doesn't understand the basic elements.
I mean, really, he probably would have just kind of like stripped all the flesh off his body, but I guess Arnie, he's playing the TerMInator.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You have to show the actor.
Now strip your body. I do like the sound effects it makes when Arnie hits him with those metal bracelets on. And then when
If you've seen the Transformers movies, though, I think a lot something's happened. I think in like recent special effects in movies in the last like 10 or so years, where kind of everything has that kind of Transformers-y transforming effect. You've not seen the Transformers films, have you?
I will have to go back and rewatch, because I watched the first film on a come down, and I just remember thinking, well, that was shit.
Yeah, the music's very good, but it's just full of wires.
Just full of wires.
But thanks to Pirate Bay Christmas, that's on the hard drive too for you. Have you got anything more to add, dear?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
When we see Genesis, so Arnie, Pops and John are having a fight in the... What is that? It's the quantum field bit. And then Sarah and John are running after them, and then they get shut in this little room, and once again the camera projects the Genesis child that's now, like a 20-year-old. Why does Genesis look like E.T.? Or like... Oh, what's that video that's meant to be the live footage of the alien that was captured and being questioned?
Alien Interview.
Yeah.
1997, actually presented by Stephen Williams, the black actor who played, I think, was it Deep Throat in the X-Files TV show?
Do you not think Genesis looks just like that?
No, well, it's kind of showing the side of the actor's head. I've mentioned him before, but I'll mention him here again. Seth Merriweather is the young actor playing...
He looks like he looks like an
Skynet.
alien. I'm sorry.
It's just the way they've kind of lit him up, I guess. Hang on, let's have a look.
Yeah, but the little boy looked like a human boy.
Yeah. Well, he looks... I'd probably say he looks a bit more like Puck, which is the little alien from Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Do you know what? That was actually my last note, and if you don't believe me, I could take a photo of it. I wrote it, but I couldn't remember the full title of the film because I always get it wrong.
What, Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's it, the third kind.
Because
I thought it was Strange. Is it Strange Encounters? And I was like, I'm not even going to write it down because if I fuck this up, Ethan will literally tear me the biggest asshole live on the air.
Well,
and
you said it's one of your favourite films ever, so...
It's so good. It's so good. They just ruined it at the end when they showed those stupid aliens. I was so annoyed. And you asked me a proper geeky question watching that film. I was going in dry, by the way. And you're like, Ellie, listen to this.
Are you a fan of that, by the way?
Variation of music or like these tones. What does that remind you of? And you went, if you don't get this, I don't think we can be friends. And I was like, oh, God. I was like, well, all I can say is it just makes me think of Jaws. And you were like, oh, thank God, it's fine. We'll be okay. And I was like, oh.
And I never spoke to her again.
Never.
Going in dry, you a fan, Ellie?
Initially, no, but afterwards, yes.
As long as the guy's not Jewish.
Yes. There must be a foreskin. I don't know. I'm just not into circumcised penises. I've experienced like 2 in my life, and I don't know. To me, it's just I don't know. I like that bit of skin.
Yes. Well, we welcome all listeners in dominations for
Dominatrixes?
denominations to our show. So if you are in Israel or Australia or most parts of America, and you are missing that bit of skin, it doesn't mean you're not a welcome listener. I don't mind whatever you have or don't have.
Whatever.
We love all of you. And the reason for that is this show is all I've got. So, yes, we shall, of course, return hopefully tomorrow with episode 53. We're going from minutes 106 to 108, and we are nearing the end of our 5th season. Can I convince Ellie to do 12 episodes of the Sarah Connor Chronicles? We shall see. It's touch and go. But
it is. It's literally touching cloth. It could go either way.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying the show. If you want to follow us on Facebook, please do, or encourage your friends to do that. Please invite all of your friends to like the 2 Minute TerMInator page. You can do this, of course, by downloading an app called Invite All, which you can get on Apple or go on Google Chrome. Basically, it's called Invite All. You drag and drop it into your search bar at the top, and when you highlight your friends and then you hit that, it invites all of your friends on Facebook.
Ethan, I can literally hear the life and soul just falling out of your ass.
I know.
Oh, babe. We'll just wrap it up nice and quick. So if you can, just give us love and support. Just
do a review on iTunes.
Just do it all. Just stop being Jewish and do it all. Be good to us. Ethan has given and given and given and given, and he's just not getting any taken. So, yes, thank you for tuning in. I've been Ethan McKinley.
I've been Ellie Fitzgerald. I like that Ellie now does the intros and wrap-ups. I like this. You're like, I don't want to ever do it. And they just like steamroll over me and go, and I've got shit to do and do this and do this and do this and like this page. Bye.
No, I just don't want you to kill yourself on air, babe.
Well, yeah. Well, I'd probably get it on my laptop, the blood, so
No, not my Mac! Anyway.
Oh, Ellie, can you name me 3 actors in this film that have been in comic book movies?
Yes, I can. So we have the lovely Jai Courtney.
Who plays?
Captain.
That's an Australian thing.
Captain Boomerang.
There you go. Go next.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. What's his doctor name? Dr. Victor.
Fuck you.
Come on.
That is his name. I don't know it.
It's Freeze.
I literally said.
Who? And then the third actor. Come on.
J.K. Simmons
plays
the father of bloody.
Oh, forget it.
Spider-Man.
Oh, no, forget it. Forget it. Peter Perfect. That's the wacky races. Oh, forget it. Baby.
Watch out for machine.